Yo, 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 yo. This is Quincy from Ratings Game, aka RGM, and I'm here to give you an awesome, outstanding, inarguable top 5. This time, we're covering J. Cole's top 5 albums of all time. I have come to the conclusion that J. Cole is the best rapper of all time. For me, personally, he crosses off a lot of boxes. When it comes to his flows, I believe they are impregnable. When it comes to his lyrics, I believe they are top-notch, especially when he gets a chance to do some storytelling. When it comes to his flair, when it comes to his competitive nature, I think it is as healthy as anybody the rap game has ever seen. The one thing that I think can be argued about J. Cole is his catalog. Some people love it, some people think it's all right. Whatever the case may be, I took the time to analyze every single album that he came out with, and I decided to pick what I believe are the top 5 albums from his catalog. How about we dive in and get started with this list? Okay, yes, let's go. Coming in at number 5 is Born Sinner. J. Cole's boring allegations, I think, started with Born Sinner, because there's no way you call Cold World, The Sideline Story, boring, right? Like, he had a song called freaking Nice Watch with Jay-Z. But to me, this is the album where J. Cole was swinging for the fences as a rapper. Like, a lot of people didn't like the fact that he came out with that song, The Workout. We gotta work out, which, by the way, is billion streams. But in this album, it just felt like J. Cole's mission was to hit us with inarguable rap hits, verses that stuck with you long, and kind of like a New York flavor type of respect album that rap purists could not turn their back on. For me, some of my favorite songs on the album is Power Trip, Crooked Smile, Forbidden Fruit, Kendrick Lamar's on it, Gel, 50 Cent, a diverse cast of artists. But to me, this just felt like one of those albums that sounded better on a CD. You know what I mean? Like one of those albums that you blast in your car. Enjoyable, yes, but more of one of those hard ass albums that you're like, yo, hey guys, if you happen to be picking up a group of like hood dudes, like, you play this album so you can get that respect. So I got Born Sinner at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is, y'all not gonna like this, Off Season. I got it at number 4. When I first started my ranking, I had the Off Season at number 2, but then there were 2 more albums that I personally like a little more than the Off Season. But when it comes to most anticipated J. Cole albums, I think the Off Season's number 1. I mean, remember, the Off Season, J. Cole was teasing a lot, and the Off Season happened to fall around the time COVID was still going on. It just symbolized that pent up aggression, that pent up energy that we all had staying in the house, and J. Cole put that energy in the form of raps. The album starts off with fire, like Cameron, who is suing him now, starts it off trying to get you hyped up, and from there J. Cole takes it and he makes a couple of hit records. I mean, what I also love about this album is J. Cole does some experimenting with like modern hip-hop. Like, I thought the Pride is the Devil, I thought that was one of J. Cole's best experimental efforts. I thought Lil Baby fit that song perfectly. But then there was a whole bunch of songs that I thought where Cole was rapping with his head down. Cole was rapping like he was the best rapper at the time. He wanted that number 1 spot. Like, this is before the apology. He wanted that number 1 spot around the time the Off Season came out. And, at the time, based on the performance that he gave on the album, I mean, hell, like, he probably did have that number 1 spot. So coming in at number 4, I have the Off Season. Coming in at number 3, I have KOD, King of Diamonds. I can't afford to go to King of Diamonds, like the strip club. First off, I fall in love with strippers. I don't know if you guys are the same. Like, I fall in love with strippers when I go, so I can't go to the strip clubs anymore. But number 3 is KOD. I ain't gonna lie, I hated this album. I thought it was stupid. I can give you all kinds of fancy words, but it just sounded stupid to me. J. Cole is kind of putting together this mockumentary of an album. It's like satire. He's trying to make fun of all the people who make music, brain dead music with drugs and selling it to the kids. And he's like, hey, you guys are calling me a boring rapper? You calling me a conscious rapper? Here's what it sounds like when I dumb down my raps just like you. And I think by accident, Cole ended up making an album that was actually very good. Was his rapping top notch? Was he hitting us with like double, triple, quadruple entendre? I said ententrades. Entendre. Was he hitting us with any of that stuff? No. But I thought some of the song structures were pretty fun. Like, it was just interesting. He was hitting us with some pretty decent melodies. He was hitting us with some real ass lyrics. I think of a song like Photograph, like just the vibe of it. His rapping style, his rapping flow on it just hits. hits. It just resonates with everybody. And then, you know, he has a song like 1985, one of his most important songs on his catalog, where pretty much putting these young kids, you know, that are rapping, putting them on game. But, you know, for me, when you talk about albums that grow on people, which I see a lot of people say, stop reviewing albums so quickly, give it some time to grow on you. This is one of those cases where if you listen to this album over and over and over again, it grows on you. Some of those songs that you may have thought were stupid start to sound infectious, and the meaning of those songs, honestly, the meaning don't even matter. It's really just about the vibes, and I think Cole nails the vibes on this album. So coming in at number 3, I got KOD. Coming in at number 2, I have The Fall Off, Subject to Change, based on how it grows on me. But The Fall Off, which is potentially Cole's last album, I doubt it, but you can tell he put his blood, sweat, and tears into this album. It's 24 tracks broken down into disc 29 and disc 39. Disc 29 represents him when he was 29 years old. Disc 39 represents him when he was 39 years old. And there's just so much wisdom, so many lessons, great storytelling, outstanding rapping, probably J. Cole's best rapping performance on an album ever. That includes his mixtape stuff. Just so much care, so much growth. It's just everything that you would hope for a rapper that you followed from the beginning to the end. Everything you would hope for from them for what would be a final album. At the same time, I thought the guest appearances were placed perfectly. Thames went completely off on Bunsey Road. Future, it's funny, Future was popping in like a toy in a Happy Meal. Just out of nowhere, you know, Future hitting up with some solid vocal performances. Didn't need Moray, but Burna Boy was pretty good too on his guest feature. But I just feel like everything that Cole learned from hip hop, all the experiences Cole has been through in hip hop, was put into this album. And I compared it to Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan hit that game-winning shot against the Utah Jazz in Game 6 of the 1998 finals, I remember being a kid saying like, damn, like that's it? Like he's just gonna hit this shot and go away? Like it felt like something was missing. And it wasn't until I watched The Last Dance and I saw all the preparation, I saw all the important things that went into that final season that I really recognized how important that shot was. This feels like J. Cole. We heard his The Last Dance, which was all his previous albums, and this was that last shot, and that last shot really resonates with me. So coming in at number 2, I have all. Coming in at number 1, hold up. Before I get to number 1, I want to make sure you guys check me out on ratingsgamemusic.com. We have the best song reviews, the best album reviews, best original content. You know, I try to make you guys laugh just a little bit. There's so many serious, why so serious, reviews about music and movies and things like that. We try to less technical, more just real, as if you're talking to somebody, one of your friends. So check out ratingsgamemusic.com for some of the best, funnest reviews on the planet. Okay, back to number 1. Coming in at number 1 is 2014 Forest Hill Drive. You know what's funny? Is 2014 Forest Hill Drive a classic? Yes. Do I think it's one of the best rap albums ever? No. It kind of reminds me of Kanye West's his Graduation album, where this is just such a personal favorite of people. I always say that Kanye West's best album by far is My Dark Twisted Fantasy, just from a technical standpoint, just from a way it was put together. But my favorite album was always going to be Graduation, and based off Spotify numbers, actually, Graduation is his most played album these past couple of years. But J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hill Drive, there's something that's just like youthful. There's something that's just charming about the album. You know, J. Cole was coming off of Born Sinner, where I thought he was pretty serious as a rapper, and this one he felt more laid back. He felt more loose. He felt more grounded. He did some experimenting. You know, I thought his melodic moments on the album were outstanding. And then one of his most popular songs ever, probably his best song ever, No Role Models, is on there. First things first, rest in peace to Uncle Phil. For real. That's a classic line. That is a classic hip hop line. But aside from that, sometimes I think for our favorite rappers, we forget that some of their best work is when they're having fun. Some of their best work is they put their guard down. And I think that's what J. Cole did on this album. He put his guard down. He just had a little bit of fun. He channeled that version of himself that was just interested in making music that made you feel good. And that's what this is. This is an album that just makes you feel good. Everything was hitting. The melodies were hitting. The rapping was hitting. The charm was just oozing out of the album. I just think it's a very good album that a lot of people are going to see as their personal favorite album. And guess what? Guess what? Most importantly, there is no features on this album. That is very important. He always lets you know that too. He did this whole album by by himself. His best album ever, he did by himself. So let's remember that. No features. So there you have it. J. Cole's top 5 albums of all time. Coming in at number 5 is Sinner. Coming in at number 4 is Off Season. Coming in at number 3 is K.O.D. Coming in at number 2 is The Fall Off. And coming in at number 1 is 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Yes, I know a lot of people are going to be like, why didn't you put For Your Eyes Only? Where the hell's Cold World Sideline Story? Might Delete Later is Grammy nominated. Yes, I wish that I can give them all spots on this list, but these are just my top 5 and subject to change. You know, who knows? Maybe one day I listen to Might Delete Later and I might, be like, hey, you deserve a spot in that top 5. But until now, that is my top 5 J. Cole albums of all time. Thank you for listening so very much. I plan on giving you guys more videos like this in the future, but in the meantime, good night, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. Just make sure you're having a good time.